So the challenge is to bring back people from the past, and let me say to also to put them into the future. How? Generating 3D photorealistic avatars by leveraging broadcaster archive, and also we want to animate them using body to motion, audio to motion, or voice cloning with a real performer in front of a camera. Moreover, we want to, this 3D model, we want to integrate them in a virtual production together with a real person, for example, guest or presenter, in a kind of docu-fiction. Where we come from? We come from the IBC 2021 with this project, Smart Remote Production for Real-Time Animation. And the goal was to the real-time animation with markerless and low-cost equipments. And so we are building on top of that. So what we want to achieve is the photorealistic 3D model, animated with whatever input, let me say, a development of a broadcast pipeline for integration of the synthetic human with real person, and workflow animation at scale. I mean, no humans in the middle. And last one, finally, multi-target publishing, because for the moment the mainstream is the TV program, but in the near future probably will be the metaverse. So we would like to use state-of-the-art software mostly based on artificial intelligence, mostly to build synthetic human, for example, MetaHuman from Epic, but also motion capture, audio to face, audio to emotions, voice cloning, and real-time animation. Augmented and virtual reality to enable this synthetic human to be immersed into the metaverse, and virtual production with LED wall. And this can, with this we can engage our viewers in a very unique way. And of course, metaverse-like experience, because as I said, probably it will be the new mainstream in a few years. These are the champions and participants. We have Rai from Italy, VRT from Belgium, Wiley from Finland, and by the way, Uni is here with us. EBU from EBU, I mean, that's the European Broadcasting Union. So then FFP, that is a film production company, and Epic, that is Epic, I mean. And participant, Plugbox, that makes simpler the complex workflow, and our workflow is quite complex. There are also, we got a lot of interest from these companies that they are not still confirmed. I mean, they have not yet signed with blood that they are on board with us. But give them time. So White Light, by the way, Andy and Niels are here today with us. NVIDIA, also Jamie should be here today with us. Move AI, also Neil should be here with us. Bentley, that is mostly blockchain. For the R Studios is volumetric capture. Pulpio, the image metaverse. And the Arizona State University, they are doing a lot of work on virtual and augmented reality. So because of that, in our wish list, there is motion capture, body and face and body animation, and also metaverse building. So the industry vision, using now near and next technologies to build and animate photorealistic 3D avatars that can, open new horizon for broadcaster. And this might not only change the way we produce content, but also what stories we can tell and how we can interact with our audience. That is very important for us. So leverage broadcaster archive. We have a lot of historical content in our archive, and we don't share even with Google. It's our treasure, so to speak. So using them to build photorealistic 3D avatars can, open new horizon for docufiction, historical reconstruction, and these kind of things. Then content exploitation versus audience segmentation. So the idea is to target specific audiences, for example, with a virtual influencer to target a younger audience, but also maybe a virtual news anchor from the past, to let the people experience kind of nostalgia for the past. And then cost-effective tools. We don't have Hollywood budgets. We don't have the skills. Because of that, we would like to leverage AI tool available on the market. This year is the birthday anniversary of Maria Callas, so we decided to celebrate her, the great Maria Callas. On the left, you can see the picture from the archive. On the right, the synthetic human. And if you join us, we are quite ahead in the development of the proof of concept. So if you join us, you don't start from scratch. And this is what we have done till now. And here the motto, give me 5 at table 5.
So I'm Michael Davey, and Robotica provides automatic sign language translations. Deaf people are excluded from accessing information and communications, and that's because there is a global shortage of sign language translators and interpreters. Broadcasters have a huge catalogue of content that they want to make accessible to deaf audiences. But even if there were 100 times as many interpreters and translators, it wouldn't begin to scratch the surface of making every TV program, every film accessible to deaf audiences. So how can we do this? How can we deliver sign language at scale? That's the topic of this pitch. So we're proposing 3 objectives, which we think can be delivered as sub-projects. The first one is the translation at scale of a specific category of content with a narrow vocabulary, something that is ideally suited to automation. And we think that weather forecasts is a good example of this. The second is the ability to show and hide signing at will, analogous to how you might toggle subtitles on and off. And the third is to create a digital twin of a human translator. So the innovative solutions, there's applying machine learning to sign language. That's something that is Robotica's competence. Digital creative skills to produce a digital twin. And that's particularly where we're looking for people in the audience to assist with. That is probably the one thing that we don't have solved today. We use things like MetaHuman today rather than make them based on humans. So they look like a human, but they're not based on any individual. Extending the red button to a sign language, and then the third, the use of object-based media or something similar to describe to the client, the set-top box or the connected TV, the relationship between the BSL companion video and the main video. So the current team, we're really fortunate to have BT and Sky as champions for this. There's Robotica, of course, and a company we work with on a regular basis called Signly that specializes in the translation, the sign language translation space alongside us. We also have a number of charities. The one we're able to name today is Cued Speech UK. We are trying to get other charities on board, and we've had some initial interest from them, but no one yet The phrase I think we're using here today is signing in blood. No one yet from the charities has signed in blood. In terms of wish list, we'd love to speak to other broadcasters. We had some really good conversations today with ITV, but if you're a broadcaster, whether it's a UK broadcaster or else further afield, please do come and talk to us. Access services companies, so anyone who might be a competitor or works in the traditional sign language space with humans. Companies that can create digital twins of humans, standards bodies, and other deaf charities. So deaf people are excluded from most TV. There aren't enough sign language translators, and scalability requires technical solutions. Thank you very much.